Sarvadharmasthapakatvam sarvadharmaswarupakaha acharyanam mahacharyo Ramakrishnaya te namaha. O establisher of all the faiths, embodiment of all the religions, the greatest teacher among all the teachers, O Sri Ramakrishna, my salutations to you. Namaste, Pranam. Addressing the query of what is the meaning of Yoga Maya, Sri Ramakrishna has beautifully explained that the Yoga Maya meaning is the union of the Purusha and Prakriti. And out of that union of Purusha and Prakriti, out of that Purusha, the male aspect of the ultimate reality, and the Prakriti, the female aspect of the ultimate reality, they come together. This entire creation comes into existence. Whatever we see around, it is nothing but the result of that union, that yoga of the Purusha and Prakriti, which has created this Maya. So that is how this creation comes into effect, Sri Ramakrishna says. And for that he has given those two examples. The union of Purusha and Prakriti is symbolized as the images of Kali and Shiva. Again, the union of Purusha and Prakriti is symbolized in the images of Radha and Krishna. On the one hand, the images of Kali and Shiva, they denote the active and inactive principles of this eternal reality. Prakriti is always active. She is the one who is standing on the body of Shiva, who is lying there at her feet. Kali has her foot on Shiva's chest, and she is doing everything. She is creating, she is preserving, she is destroying. Shiva is lying there just like a corpse, doing nothing. And in the another example, the union of Radha and Krishna, where the Purusha and Prakriti, they are complementing each other's attributes. Krishna is denoted as wearing the blue pearl, white pearl, which is the complexion of Radha. Krishna is denoted as wearing the yellow apparel, the light colored apparel, which is in fact the complexion of Radha. She is fair colored. And Radha in turn, Radha is wearing that blue stone in her nose. Blue is the color of Shama. Blue is the color of Krishna. So Radha's apparel also. Apparel is blue color. She is wearing the color of Krishna. Krishna is wearing the color of Radha. That is how the Purusha and Prakriti, they complement each other's attributes, and this entire creation comes into effect. And therefore Sri Ramakrishna says that is the reason why Krishna and Radha's images, they are always inclined nearer to each other. So finally Sri Ramakrishna had told us that a devotee, after negating the unreal aspect of this creation is created by Prakriti. It is a play of Maya. There is no truth in it. It is all unreal. And studying, analyzing this unreal aspect, neti, 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 not this, not this, not this, finally the devotee realizes what is the ultimate reality. Ultimate reality is the Satchidananda Brahman. And after realizing that ultimate truth, then the devotee also realizes that whatever that ultimate truth is, the same material is there in this entire creation. This entire creation is also the manifestation of the same indivisible, limitless, eternal Satchidananda Brahman. That is the ultimate realization that any devotee gets about analyzing this creation, analyzing this play of Yoga Maya. Now Sri Ramakrishna says, but there is one aspect to this particular reasoning of neti neti. Sri Ramakrishna says, dry reasoning is no good at all. You should assimilate the tattva of that reasoning. You should assimilate the real meaning of that reasoning of neti neti. Mere dry reasoning has no place on this path of spiritual enlightenment. Sri Ramakrishna says, mere dry reasoning, I spit on it. I have no use for it. Sri Ramakrishna says the dry reasoning without understanding anything about the reality. Simply saying, oh, this is unreal, this is unreal, this is unreal. It has no significance. It has no meaning in it. It is absolutely meaningless. First, you understand in its true essence that truly this life is unreal. And that we can only do when we lose our I. Till the time this I is there, till the time this body consciousness is there, we can never negate the things, because we are very much part and parcel till that body consciousness is there. We are very much part and parcel of this creation. Till the time we are part and parcel of the creation, saying, neti, 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 body is not that ultimate reality, this mind force is not that ultimate reality, this life force is not that ultimate reality, negating the Panchakosha is not, has got no meaning at all, Sri Ramakrishna says. Then Sri Ramakrishna says, why should I make myself dry through mere reasoning? I should not make myself dry unless and until I forget myself. I cannot get into that true spirit of understanding what is Brahman. May I have unalloyed love for the lotus feet of God as long as the consciousness of I and you remains with me. Till the time we have this body consciousness, till the time we have this understanding of me and you are separate, till such time there is no point in blabbering neti, 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 this is mithya, jagat mithya. There is no point in repeating that thing like a parrot. Rather, we should have unalloyed love for the lotus feet of the Lord. We should have unalloyed love for the lotus feet of the Divine Mother. Till the time this I and you, they exist, till the time this I consciousness is there, let us not talk of step is not the roof, step is not the roof, step is not the roof. Let us get rid of this I. Then we start talking step is not the roof, and then only we can climb on the roof. And then he starts giving further teaching to Govinda. Sri Ramakrishna says, sometimes I say, thou art verily I, and I am verily thou. Sri Ramakrishna says, sometimes I get into that, I get that attitude when I tell my mother, oh mother, thou art verily I. You are very much me, I am very much you. There is no difference between you and me. That is the Advaitic way of realization of me and my deity. The devotee and the deity, they become one. The child and the mother, they become one. Thou art me, I am thou. Again, I feel thou art thou. And there are also the moments when the I just disappears and only thing remains is thou art thou. Only you are there, O mother. There is no I, there is no two, there is no creation, there is no diversity. Only you are there, pervading everything. Thou art thou. Sometimes it is I are you and you are me. Yes, that is when the devotee feels me and my God are one. Me and my deity are one. And at times, it is nothing but total Sharanagati. The I is totally destroyed. It is only you and you alone, O mother. Thou art thou. Then I do not find any trace of I, Sri Ramakrishna says. Under such, at such moments, when that realization of there is nothing but mother around me, that me also goes. There is nothing but mother. Thou art thou. With that realization, Sri Ramakrishna says, even there is, I do not find even a trace of I. It is Śakti alone that becomes flesh as God Incarnate. Then it is the Prakriti who has become the Purusha, who has become the incarnation of the Purusha. It is that Prakriti, it is that Śakti, it is that female principle of the ultimate reality which takes form of everything, whether it is incarnation, whether it is the creation, part of creation. It is the Śakti which becomes everything, because I is totally gone. Then I can't see any difference. It is Shakti that pervades this entire creation. Then according to one school of thought, Sri Ramakrishna says, Rama and Krishna are but two waves in the ocean of absolute bliss and consciousness. In this ocean of Satchidananda, the great incarnates like Rama and Krishna, what a great reverence we have for Rama, for Krishna, for Parshuram, for all those 10 incarnations of Lord Vishnu. We have got such a great reverence. But some knowers, they consider incarnations as big as Rama and Krishna. Incarnations as greatly revered as Rama and Krishna also to be just two tiny waves on this ocean of Satchidananda. In this ocean of Satchidananda, their presence is just kind of two waves, Rama and Krishna. The Satchidananda ocean, the ocean of Satchidananda is carrying so many waves on its surface. Unlimited incarnations are there. Out of these incarnations, Rama and Krishna we revere the most. But they are just two tiny waves on this ocean of Satchidananda. That is the greatness of Satchidananda. That is the greatness of existence, knowledge, bliss absolute. Nobody can compare to that. Chaitanya consciousness is awakened after Advaita-jnana, the knowledge of the non-dual Brahman. Once that realization dawns of the knowledge of non-dual Brahman, then only the state of thou and thou, then the consciousness, then the Chaitanya, it gets awakened. That is the realization, that is the enlightenment, that consciousness of there is nothing but Advaita, there is nothing but the Satchidananda Brahman. This entire creation vanishes, I vanishes, and everything else vanishes. The only reality, the only presence is the eternal presence of the Satchidananda, the existence, knowledge, bliss absolute. Then one perceives that God alone exists in all beings as consciousness. And then one starts realizing unity in that diversity. Till then everything is diverse. I am different, you are different. The entire creation, each and every atom of this creation is different. But once this Advaitic knowledge dawns, then the I and you, they vanish. There is no place for duality then. Then one realizes it is this Advaita Brahman which is pervading this entire creation. Each and every atom, each and every particle of this creation is filled with the majestic Purusha. It is all the play of Prakriti that we are seeing around us. Otherwise, each and every particle of this creation is filled with the same ultimate truth, with the same ultimate principle, and that is the ultimate enlightenment that any devotee, any spiritual aspirant can get. Then one perceives that God alone exists in all beings as consciousness. After this realization comes Ananda, bliss, Advaita, Chaitanya, and Nityananda. That is, these are all the different forms of bliss. The non-duality, the consciousness, the eternal bliss, the Ananda, Nityananda. These are all the aspects of that Satchidananda. Then one does not feel any grief, one does not feel any misery, because the grief, misery, sorrow, unhappiness, it has got no standing in that realm of the eternal presence. It is nothing but Ananda, the bliss, Advaita, the non-dualism, Chaitanya, the consciousness, and the Nityananda, the eternal bliss. Only these have some kind of presence in that divine realm of the Satchidananda. And then again, while discussing this, now Sri Ramakrishna has come out on the level of Advaita, but he again refers to M. And he is always telling M about the God with form aspect. So here again he talks to M. Let me ask you not to disbelieve in forms of God. See how caring teacher Sri Ramakrishna is, how compassionate teacher Sri Ramakrishna is. Having spoken of the Advaitic principle, again he comes back, because Sri M has got the tendency of worshipping the formless aspect of God. He is believing into the Advaitic thought process. So to M, Sri Ramakrishna, again, like a loving father, once again he gives him this instruction that, let me ask you not to disbelieve in forms of God. Although I have spoken of Advaita, although I have spoken of the formless aspect of the great divinity, don't disbelieve the God with form aspect also. Have faith in God's form. Meditate on that form of that form of God which appeals to your mind. So don't negate the God with form. Sri Ramakrishna is most lovingly telling his beloved child Sri M, believe in God with form also. Worship God with form. Meditate upon the God with form. And for that he has given a freedom. Whichever form you like, meditate upon that. If you indicating, if you consider me to be that form of God, meditate upon me. Why not? Meditate upon any form which appeals to you. Meditate upon any form which is of your liking. So, coming down from the Advaitic plane, Sri Ramakrishna gives this Dvaitic teaching to Sri M, that don't disbelieve in the forms of God. And again he comes back to Govinda. Sri Ramakrishna says, the fact is that one does not feel the longing to know or see God as long as one wants to enjoy worldly objects. When this desire comes to know what is God, when this desire comes in the mind of a person to know about this Yoga Maya, it is only after one completely exhausts his desires of worldly enjoyments, then that spark of the seeking starts. Then that spark of mumukshatva gets enlightened, and then the person, having enjoyed these worldly enjoyments, then he realizes there is no truth, there is no substance in all these enjoyments which I had been craving for in all these lives. It doesn't have any significance. Once this realization dawns that the worldly enjoyments, they are just momentary, there is no permanence in that, then one starts taking the path of the spiritual enlightenment. And now Sri Ramakrishna gives a very beautiful example. The child forgets everything when he plays with his toys. When the child is playing with his toys, maybe some bulk carts, some trains, some kind of painting, whatever toys the child likes, when he is engrossed in that play, you cannot distract that child till the time he is engrossed in those toys. Try to cajole him away from play with a sweetmeat. He will not succeed. You tell him, oh, leave that cart that you are playing with, leave that car that you are playing with, leave that toy that you are playing with, have this wonderful sweet. It is so nice, it's Rasgulla, this Sandesh, they are so nice. No. For the namesake, the child will just taste a little, but he won't be distracted from the toy. The child is all engrossed in playing with the toy. When he will eat only a bit of it. When he relishes neither the sweet meat nor his play, then he says, I want to go to my mother. When he's fed up with the toy, then what is the thought that lingers on the top of child's mind? I want to go to my mother. Enough of the playing. Now I am fed up with playing with this toy. Now I want to go back to my mother's lap. I want to go back to my mother. He doesn't care for the sweet meat anymore. He doesn't care for the toy also anymore once his mind is out of that playing with the toy. If a man whom he doesn't know and has never seen says to the child, come along, I shall take you to your mother, the child follows him. All the child now wants is the lap of its mother. If some unknown person tells him, come, I will take you to your mother, yes, happily the child will go with him without even bothering to think whether I know this person or not. That person has said, I am taking you to your mother. The child happily starts following that person leaving that toy aside. The child will go with anyone who will carry him to his mother. Now, is it that Sri Ramakrishna is signifying through this example that an unknown man comes and tells the child who is yearning to see his mother, who is yearning to see its mother, this unknown person comes and tells, come, I'm taking you to mother. Is that man, is he a guru? Possibly. The child follows. The moment he says, come, I will take you to your mother. And that is how the gurus, they come in our lives. They tell us, come my child, I will take you to mother. And we give up our playing with the toys of these worldly enjoyments, and then we start following that man. We start following that guru who is going to take us to our divine mother. The soul becomes restless for God when one is through with enjoyment of the worldly things. Then one becomes a mumukshu. Then one realizes, oh my God, I'm bound. Then that baddha jiva starts realizing he's been caught in the net of Maya, and now the struggle of freedom starts. Now somebody is going to come and show him the way, show her the way of how to come out of that net, of how to come and reach the mother's lap. Then a person has only one thought, how to realize God. He listens to whatever anyone says to him about God. And then anyone telling him, this is how you can reach God, this is how you can reach God, this is how you can reach God, this person blindly believes that, yes, now I found the way. And the compassionate God then provides a good guru to such a aspirant, such a spiritual aspirant, such a spiritual seeker, such a spiritual mukshu. Then the compassionate mother, she will bring a guru in their life. And this is what Sri Ramakrishna says. Possibly he is referring to the fact that I have come in your life as who is going to take you to the lap of your divine mother. Don't worry on that account. Mother has provided you with the man who is going to take you to your mother. And then we start following the path as prescribed by our teacher, as prescribed by our Guru Maharaj. Om Namah Shri Bhagavate Ramakrishnaaya. Sri Ramakrishna Arpanamastu. Jai Thakur, Jai Ma, Jai Swami.